Hello, my name is Alex Fornino, former U.S. Candidate for U.S. Congress in Florida's 27th District, and I'm here to present to you different candidates because I've dropped out and I sort of have an obligation to to endorse candidates, right? Especially ones that are good, because these four are quite good, and I'm impressed by them. And I believe they, present a new standard for the Democratic Party that should be followed. Especially now, and now's an important time because we have just about 3 months until our Democratic primaries, so that we have, a chance to really choose some good people. Peguero is decent, I'd say. Not as good as the others, but he is in my district, so I kind of have an obligation here. And also, I'm here. I can see him. I've met him. I have not met Oliver just yet, but maybe soon. But Larkin over here is his situation. FL25 was actually gerrymandered by, believe it or not, by Republicans. DeSantis, Governor DeSantis, and the other Republicans. They shifted the district so that 25 doesn't have like a western, like a part of Broward County that's suburban. Now it's just the beach areas from I think somewhere in Palm Beach County, I think, to Miami-Dade County, to Miami Beach, that whole beach area. So at least it's consistent, but it's shifted in a way that I think I saw on a map. It's just barely conservative leaning. But hey, that's why, that's just a challenge. We have a challenge on our hands to show these areas what real reposition is all about. So I hope you enjoy these presentations of the candidates' positions, their issues, and by the way, I have contributed to all four of these candidates because I believe they have the right energy behind them. The right values. So to speak, and you shall see in this series. So I hope you watch all of them, or I hope you enjoy whatever you do see of this little series of reading the issues portions of their websites. All right, now let's go to Elijah in District 20, which is like there's 25, right? That's on the east, and then right next to it, just west of it, are on its southwest, or on the southwest side, there's 24, which I mentioned, I think has Wilson, and then 20 has used to have like this, I think Sheila McFurless Cormac or something like that. I don't really know her name, but she got disgraced. I think she's dropping out for corruption charges. So 20 is kind of an open seat, although there might be another incumbent. I heard maybe Wasserman Schultz, who's really in Broward. Well, who's kind of close to the district, but she might be running. But I like Elijah. He's a young man. One of these Zoomers running. He might win, and he's got the setup, a similar format to what I used. Data, AI, and digital economy. I mean, if Congress can handle that, that's pretty good. Let's see. I'll try to skim through this one because it's. Let me see. This is. Oh my God, 56 minutes. Maybe I'll cut these into multiple videos. Oh boy. In Congress, Elijah Manley will aim to build an economy that works for everyone in Florida's 20th congressional district. Jobs for all. Oh my. a federal jobs guarantee. I didn't see the Democratic Socialist over here, the Oliver. I didn't see Oliver with that. But here, meet Oliver. Now you can see his name. I didn't see that with Oliver. I'm surprised. I'm a bit iffy about the federal jobs guarantee. I think maybe our government should be somewhat more democratic, to be more accountable in the way it implements the jobs guarantee, but I think that would be generally good. Let's see, government, the employer of last resort through a national employment guarantee. Okay. Public funded job with fair wages and benefits. Jobs will be locally administered but federally funded. Okay, that's good. That's some accountability. I like that. Community Works Program, like the New Deal era Works Progress Administration, creating jobs in his district and so forth. These jobs will handle climate resilience, national, state, and local parks improvement, replacing aging underground infrastructure such as pipes and sewage systems. Universal public child care programs. Here we go, child care. We got elder care from Oliver, but now we got child care, or maybe Oliver mentioned child care, I forget. In every school district, home health care, and local art programs. Okay. Hire tens of thousands more teachers. Yes. More teachers, more doctors, more engineers, I guess. All right. Protect Social Security, $20 minimum wage. So not as juicy, not as big, but pretty big. Pretty resounding, pretty good. Supports $15 an hour immediately, and then Florida minimum wage should be the federal to 20 by 2032. Cannot afford the starvation wages, and then tied to cost of living. Okay, increases. Fair tax system. Fair built here. More manufacturing. Work with dignity. Corporate thievery. Okay, let's move on to healthcare. Medicare for all. Cancel medical debt. Cap prescription drug costs. Prescription drug costs. Yeah. Medicaid. Cheaper drugs, like to import. Okay, that's something new. I haven't seen that. I've seen it once or twice, but not lately, not here. More hospitals, more clinics. Yes. Home health care for seniors. Yes, that's very good. Reproductive health care. Reproductive health care. Oh yeah. That's abortion rights. Oppose the national abortion ban. Work to codify Roe. Just codify Roe, not Roe v. Wade. But we all know what it was. We all know the full name of it. Black men's health specifically. Okay. A Black Men's Health Initiative. White House Office of Black Men's Health. Okay, I mean, I imagine that's a serious enough issue to add in to all the other stuff going on. A dedicated federal program to research and eliminate racial disparities in healthcare outcomes for Black men. Focus on chronic health conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, prostate cancer, colon cancer, and mental health. Yes. Expanded mental health access. Funding for culturally competent community-based clinics, more Black males in mental health professions, scholarships, training, and more educational opportunities. Yeah, we could use more of that. Sure. Let's see, cultural competency training in the healthcare and medicine industries, and to root out racial biases that I that could come in handy, I guess. Not a huge thing, but nice. Men's health isn't just a healthcare issue; it's an economic one as well. Yes, yes, indeed. All right, housing, rents that make sense. Invest in public housing. Home to call yours. $1 billion to just the district, so that might be like only in the district. 20s. Public charitable partners and homeless. Oh, to help homeless individuals. Yes, yes. Housing first. Yes. Oh, baby. Property insurance crisis. Property insurance is out of control in Florida because our politicians are beholden to the property insurance companies. Yes. Education and public schools. Our education system is broken, underfunded, and inadequate. Here's how we rebuild it. Let's see. Fund public schools, invest in teachers, universal pre-K and child care, tuition-free public college. Yeah. Cancel student debt, apprenticeship program. Very nice. That's something I haven't seen before. Anything else? Anything stick out? District 20, you mentioned it. Education, criminal justice, invest in public defenders. Good. Yeah, you have right to an attorney, but it should be a good one. Public defenders are overworked, underpaid, and underfunded. Higher salaries. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're funding. Yeah, I'm really liking Elijah over here. I didn't expect something amazing here, but I'm seeing a lot of really undersung. I've heard of bail reform a little bit, maybe once or twice. For violent offenders who pose a threat to the public, their bail should be denied. Okay, that's an important aside, an important footnote there. Criminal justice, the environment, ban fracking, carbon-free economy. Yes. Let's see. What's his timeline? Doesn't really have a timeline. Just whenever we can get around to it. Whenever we can, I'd say, Green Party people, they say 2030. 2030 is around the corner, so 2040, 2050. We just got to do our best. See, clean air, clean water, Everglades restoration, stormwater and coastal management, heat and climate resilience. Yes, that's kind of an unsung thing, but not really in District 20. I think. Well, it might be. Some areas don't have a lot of trees and such, but if you're going in like Texas or Arizona or something, yeah, you could really benefit from this kind of effort. Protect our Everglades. See, full funding from the state and federal levels. Comprehensive Everglades restoration plan. Oh, National Climate Health Corps. To prepare hospitals, clinics, schools, and other entities for extreme heat and such. Wow. And natural disasters. All right. Civil rights. Yeah, here's Elijah, by the way. Yeah, openly gay man. I forgot to mention. I'll mention them later. But yeah, most of these candidates maybe just have really also not only have also experienced poverty pretty seriously, so they know what it's like. And Elijah over here knows what it's like to also be on the receiving end of some discrimination, I imagine, in this sense. Let's see. HIV prevention and treatment, healthcare, gender affirming care, bada bing, bada boom, racial justice. Is that? Let me see. This is civil. Oh yeah, civil rights. That includes racial justice. Support DEI, because it isn't a bad thing. If you really look into it, if you're really serious about it, if you're not some talking head on some right-wing nonsense, it's good. Crown Act, whatever that is, I trust that that's a good thing. Elijah demands the immediate and full reinstatement of TPS for Haitian migrants and Venezuelans. Yes. That's more of a local issue, but that's good, you know. Gotta give back to your community. ProAct end gig worker exploitation. Oh, okay. Gig workers are workers too. They deserve fair wages, good benefits, and workplace protections. Yes. Workplace again in general. Tougher labor standards, prosecution of wage theft, empowerment of federal agencies to combat workplace harassment. Okay, yes, that's important. And protection for work whistleblowers. Okay. Fully funded OSHA. Yes. Workers' rights. So not a lot of like cooperative funding. I don't think Oliver was really into that either, but you know, it's something maybe we can get around to, kind of, or maybe one day we'll have a big push for it. But I'm fine as is with what I'm seeing here. Power to the polls. John Lewis Voting Rights Act. National holiday, Election Day. That's good. Same day voter registration, and protect the right to vote by mail. Yes. Ban dark money. Let me guess. Citizens United overturned, but also other campaign finance reforms, including a ban on dark money. I don't exactly know what that means, but I imagine I heard of it. It's serious. And gerrymandering and partisan gerrymandering, nonpartisan commissions again. Uncapping the House. Yep, instead of 435, should be more. I'd say like 1,000, maybe 1,200 or something. If we need to build another building, or if we need to have like, you know, working groups, like, you know, a big split building or something. I don't know. Figure it out. It's 2026. We can figure it out. Stop fascism. Okay. Elon Musk, Doge. Congress must reclaim its authority. Impeach, convict, remove. We won't do it, but I'd like for us to do it. Maybe we'll have standards in the future and actually impeach, convict, remove someone who's worse than Trump before they do so much damage. Let's see. For violation of their oath of office, provide extreme oversight over this administration. Vote. Stand by. Okay. Yeah, Trump has done a lot of illegal and anti-democratic stuff, anti-democratic things. Let's see, democracy, foreign policy. Stand with Ukraine. Interesting thing to start with, because it's not really in the news, but okay. Russian aggression. Stand with Ukrainians by supporting sanctions and humanitarian military aid. Diplomacy between Ukraine and Russia. Full Ukrainian sovereignty, including the return of Crimea and occupied territories and the withdrawal from Ukrainian territory. That's serious. That's sticking to your arms. Let's see. Support for NATO. I'm generally, for the most part, I heard bad things about NATO, but it could be, does some good things. Like, it could support these things, and we could encourage them to uphold international law and fight authoritarianism. Yes, yes. Staying with Taiwan, okay. Self-determination and democracy. Strengthen relations, deter aggression from China. I don't know the specifics of that aggression, but I imagine there's some of it. There's a lot more of its navy getting around. It promotes peace and stability in the region and fight aggression in the South China Sea. Well, I mean, you really got to be specific. You really, it has to be actual aggression and not like, being prepared in case we are the ones being aggressive, You really got to be careful about that. Because otherwise, we'll be like certain countries over here. Let's see, right to peace and dignity for both of them. Self-determination, ceasefire, return of all hostages, and to the violence that has devastated Gaza. Okay, so that's kind of a two sides thing, but I get it. It's it's really needed. I mean, some might say, "Oh, well, it's their fault." No, it's their fault. But you gotta condemn the terrorists. You gotta condemn for October 7th. I mean, not that it really matters if you do or not, but it at least looks good for most people. And you got. I do hope that we find a way to hold them accountable, hold those aggressors accountable. Advocate for just and lasting peace, human rights, and to violence and suffering, and security for both peoples. Yes, yes. Iran, just a short thing about Iran, without harming civilians. Authoritarianism, Ayatollah's authoritarianism. Empowering the Iranian people. That's the right approach. We don't really do that, but we should. We should just, I don't know, tell the truth. Bring the truth out there and let it set people free. Let them, deal with it themselves, have their mutinies and such, and sort it out that way with strong diplomacy, smart negotiations, but not unilateral military action. Okay, yes, good. Restore U.S. aid and humanitarian aid. Free and fair trade. It plays an important role fostering free trade in the international stage. Chinese competition is good. Oh, okay. So he's got a point here. The Chinese competition is kind of messed with us, but against illegal tariffs. We gotta have like that federal jobs program, for example. Get Americans employed, get them paid well, and show China how it's really done. All right, infrastructure, powering the people, electricity, water bills. Water is a necessity. It's fine. If someone was coughing, it's fine. Fix our underground infrastructure, the pipes. Yeah, you mentioning pipes and such again. Okay, that's important. I imagine District 20 could really use some help out with that, as would a lot of Chinese people, for example, and really the whole world needs help with their plumbing. But yeah, that's a whole story, That's a whole documentary, Public transit as the only candidate to take public transportation daily, I guess in his district. Yes, okay. Increase buses, increase bus routes, monorail system misspelled Broward. Let's see, more trolleys. Yes. Public transportation should be free. Yes. Maybe more people would take it then, instead of, because it's a bother to have to fiddle around. Oh, okay, let me put money into my subscription here. And let's conclude this. In this whole series, actually, I think I'm gonna do like 4 videos. I can't do like 1 hour and 10-minute, 15-minute video for all this. It's too much. Data, AI, and digital economy. Data privacy and consumer protections. Yes, I guess. Artificial intelligence, AI should work for people, not the other way around. Okay, a bit vague, but in the coming years, I'm sure people will figure out a way to work with AI and limit it where necessary. Let's work with stakeholders, not shareholders, but stakeholders, to ensure it benefits the economy while allowing innovation. Global economy is being reshaped. Blockchain, digital assets, and competitive. Government builds guardrails, not stifle progress and innovation. Fights that America needs an economy. Genius Act as a strong first step, and will push back against regulatory overreach during implementation that would crush small developers and DeFi builders. He opposes efforts to expand the interest/yield prohibition to rewards. Elijah also supports technology-neutral regulation focused on actual financial intermediaries, custodians, brokers, exchanges, not the developers building open source tools. So the regulation would focus on just the ownership of the companies that operate these technologies. He supports clear SEC and CFTC jurisdictional lines so builders can innovate without uncertainty. Central bank digital currency opposes on privacy grounds. It's both a pro-innovation and civil liberties issue. Supports Project Open proposal, pilot program for issuing equity securities on public blockchains. I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah, that's good. I get it. I mean, I kind of get it, and I definitely like it. Wow. Let's see. Let's see his endorsements. Which, okay. It looked like there was text here. Well, there's text here, but it's tough to. Alliance for American Leadership. So he's got a few endorsements. Peace Action. How about that? All right. So I think that'll be the conclusion of this. I hope you don't mind me rambling. I think this was a good exercise and a good informative experience for you if you have watched this or the others. I think I'm going to do multiple videos of this little series because I'm effectively kind of endorsing these. I've contributed and such. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you, if you're in the areas of these candidates, that you support them too, because these are good candidates. Goodbye.